Hi guys, day 15, finishing off my morning gym workout in the sauna. I wanted to touch base on what I talked about yesterday in regards to Turo and the renter that I had on my C300 who smoked weed in the car and then very kindly apologized for it. So I thought about the type of review that I'm gonna leave, and I'm actually gonna leave this renter a 4-star review. Initially, I thought I was gonna leave a really bad review so that he doesn't ever rent from me again, but I decided that he seems like a reformed renter. Prior to this trip, he's had 2 previous trips and he has a 4.0 overall rating. But of course, the 2 hosts prior to this didn't leave any written feedback, so that's frustrating. So you gotta review your renters. But when I met him, he seemed to already kind of understand Turo, and he talked about how in his last rental, he didn't realize that there was a limit to the mileage and how he went over and ended up paying for it. And so this time he really knew about taking a photo of the odometer and just making sure that that didn't happen again. And that day 15, getting my walk done for the evening. Kind of feels like a milestone day, probably because I'm about 1/5 of the way through. So just getting this done and then time for reading. All right, so wrapping up day 15 of the 75-day challenge, and want to do a quick conclusion to the review that I left for my C300 renter who had smoked in my car. So basically what I wrote in the review was that overall it was a positive experience. There was a slight issue with smoking weed in the car, but the renter acknowledged it, didn't have any problems paying the cleaning and the smoking fee, and that I think next time around that this person would be a great renter. I probably have a soft spot for people who are really nice, but this renter was really genuinely nice and appreciative of being able to rent the car. They had great communication, they were punctual. So overall, it was positive. And usually when instances like this happen, I don't usually communicate with the renter that, hey, you smoked in my car, or, you know, you're going to be charged a fee or whatever. I just handle it directly through support. And so for the renter to kind of message me and just make sure that, you know, I received the cleaning fee and just apologize for it and acknowledge the fact that he didn't read the rules about no smoking until towards the end of the rental, I felt that it was genuine. So I wanted to leave him a good review and kind of give him that second chance at being able to rent a car. And I do think he's going to be a good renter next time around. But other than that, I am just finishing up my reading of The Wealthy Gardener. This lesson was called Compensation, which I think totally relates to Turo. And basically in this lesson, he talks about the income formula. So the rules to earning an income and sort of the 4 things that you always have to take into account in whatever it is that you're dedicating your hours towards to ensure that you are compensated appropriately or are able to reach the lifestyle that you desire. So he describes the income formula as the need for what you do, how well you do what you do, the difficulty in replacing you, and how many people you can serve. And then he kind of goes on to describe that compensation is something we get for something we give up, repayment for a contribution that is needed and useful. And we must never forget that our income reflects the need for our service, how well we perform it, the difficulty in replacing us, and how many people we serve. And I find all 4 of these points really interesting because I think they do directly relate to Turo. The need of your service. So if you're looking at your particular marketplace, the type of cars that you're offering, is there a need for that? Are there enough people out there that want to rent cars like that? How well we perform it? How well are you doing at being a host? How great of an experience are you offering? Is someone in your area doing it better than you? Are they going to edge you out of the market because you're not putting in the effort or providing the experience that you should be providing or that people are expecting? The difficulty in replacing us and how many people we serve. You know, if you don't do a good job at providing the Turo experience, does the market have a difficulty in replacing you? I think likely not. You know, there's so many new hosts coming onto the platform every day, people who are more and more motivated every single day to join a marketplace and do really good at it. And how many people you're able to serve. Is your availability there? Are you blocking out your calendar because, you know, you want to use the car for the weekend?
what are you doing to maximize your listing, and how many people are you able to serve? How much are you able to build up your profile and your listing in comparison to the people around you? And all of those things will directly 100% reflect the amount of money that you make on Turo. So each one of these points is just spot on. And basically he sums up the life lesson of compensation as, I found that my income equals the need for what I did, how well I did it, and the difficulty in replacing me, and how many I served. So that was a really great chapter on just kind of summarizing compensation. I've never quite seen a summary like this about it, but I thought that it was really well put. All right, guys, other than that, I am 1/5 of the way through on my challenge. I would love for some of you guys to join me. For those of you that have had to start over again, get started again, so we can share our experiences together. But other than that, that is it for me. That is the end of day 15, and I am going to call it a night, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Saimah's Experience, and if you get a chance, please do subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And this is The Wealthy Gardener. Take care, guys. Bye.